Um, and as you probably know, I'm the president of AdventSource. I've been here for a long time. So I'm here to talk to you about resources, but also answer any questions you have about AdventSource. If I was there, I would, and we were all at CYB, I would say, so what questions do you have about AdventSource? What have you wondered about AdventSource? What have you thought that AdventSource should do, or why we aren't doing something? So now's a great time to ask those, and I'll do my best to answer them during Q&A time. But first of all, I want to talk to you about some exciting resources and just make sure that you know some of the things that are available. So here we go. So Club Ministries involves Adventure Club, Pathfinder, Master Guide, and I'm going to start with the resources for Adventure Club Ministries. So for those of you that have been in Adventure Club Ministry for a long time, you'll know that there's one piece that we really have been waiting for, and I have it to show you today, and that is the Adventure Club Bible. So we have it just for adventures. It's the New King James Version. It's larger print for those of you Pathfinders who have bought a Pathfinder Bible from us before. We have gone with larger print. So that's not only for the kids, right? But that's what we're saying, that it's for the kids so that they can read it. Red letters for Jesus. It has color maps, adventure pledge, law and song, has investor requirements, and
Mr. Brad, excuse me, I don't mean to butt in, but all we see is a blank gray part of your screen.
Oh, well, you let me thank you for butting in because I'm showing it. Let's see, where did my current slide? For some reason, it's not letting me, it's not showing me share my screen. Let's see, where?
Maybe stop your share and start it again.
Yep, there we go. Now let's try it here again. Is it showing it now?
Yes, you're good to go.
Hey, thank you for butting in. Because I want for people to be able to see it, because I took some pictures just to be able to show you. So it's the New King James Version of the Bible. And you heard me say, so I'm just going to show you some of the inside pictures. So we put little pictures of all of the stars, chips, and awards as of 2020. So they're there so that the kids can see them. It's sort of like a poster. The kids like to look at them. And we want to let them know all the exciting things that they're going to be able to do in Adventure Club Ministry. We've got the song in there. We have the investiture requirement. You'll see the red letter edition, the maps, and the back cover of it. So we're really excited about it. It is hardcover. So it's something that's going to last, and it is stitched, not glued. So the pages should hold up even under a lot of wear. So then I want to talk to you about new adventure awards, and I was sitting in on the presentation about the app, and that's very exciting. So if these awards aren't on there, they will be on there soon. So we have 5 new awards for 2020. The patches are going to be available here in a couple of weeks, but all the award requirements are available at AdventSource or at adventureclub.org. So you'll see we've got animal footprints, 10 commandments, and I should point out that on AdventSource.org we have these all in English and in Spanish for you. We have the Holy Spirit. We have dinosaurs, and we have Cupcakes and More, which is a really fun award that is really focused on sharing, but using cupcakes as the entry to share. I want to tell you about a resource that's coming soon, just so that when you see it, you'll say, oh yeah, I remember Brad talked about that. So we've been working on this for a couple of years now, the award requirements and activities. So we've taken all the awards through this year, and we're creating 5 books. Each one of them is going to have like all
He locked up.
Mr. Brad, are you still there? I think he got kicked off the call. If you could just hold tight for a few minutes, I'm sure he'll rejoin us right back.
You're muted. I think he's back, but he's muted.
Am I back?
There we go.
You are back. Yes, thank you.
And can you see my great technology?
No,
can you see my screen?
You're going to need to, you'll need to screen share again.
I will do. Okay, got it? Okay,
good to go, yes.
You. All right, so I don't know when I stopped. So we're doing activities. One of the things that clubs tell us is that we're looking for activities to do, and I heard it earlier today. Where's some activities that we can do? We know what the requirements are, but we want fun things. So we worked with educators, elementary education educators, and said to them, we want for our kids to do things where they're not sitting, writing, or coloring. We want them to be standing, moving, making, singing, doing active things. So we're going to have 3 to 5 activities for each award. And here's the basket making. So activity number 1, this is what you do. This is the Bible and the Bible verses. And this activity fulfills requirements 1, 2, and 7 for Basket Maker Award. So rather than working through and saying, okay, I did number 1, I did number 2, I did number 3, we're going to give you some ideas. And here's 2 more activities that we're doing. So this activity fulfills 3 and 4, and it just talks about what all for requirements 3 and 4. And then the activity number 3 is 5 and 6, and we give you 2 options there. So one of the great things about this resource is that even if you're not a crafty person or a person with lots of ideas, you'll be able to take this or give it to a parent and say, can you help us teach this award? And here's 3 ideas that you can do. So we've been testing these with clubs, and so they're going to be available in a couple of different ways. They're going to be available as booklets, but I've also had a lot of people who say, can we just have them available singly? So I'm going to do basket making. I don't want to buy all 450, 160 awards, but well, this is what we're going to be doing this year. So we're going to be making them available as downloads also. I just wanted to talk about our website here, just to make sure that you're all aware of what's happening on our website. When you go to Store, Adventure Club, you'll see all the different areas here. The latest materials will pop up here, but then we've got things for new leaders, leadership, all of the Class A uniforms, and then field uniforms, investiture material. All of that is there. And you'll want to have a login. Some of you have been doing this for a long time know that AdventSource offers the option of providing churches with accounts where you can, if you work with the treasurer, you can have an account where you'll be able to charge to your church, and you won't have to put it on your credit card. So just know that's available. We have a lot of churches that take advantage of that. And I wanted to just give a plug to the North American Division website. For those of you that have gone to Adventure-Club for a long time, if you haven't gone to it for a while, you won't have seen that they have completely updated that website. And there's lots of things that were on the old website, and there's going to be lots more as they build it out. So you can still go to Adventure-Club, or you can go to Club Ministries/Adventures. Or if you just go to www.clubministries, you'll come to the homepage where you have Adventure, Pathfinder, and Master Guides. And you'll see there that they're showing all the requirements, information on the pledge and law and song. And this is where you can download the cute little animated adventure song in English and in Spanish that's there. So if you want to do that virtually with your clubs, you can download it and play it there. And then just information on the logo, Club Ministries calendar, and safety resources. All the things that we had on Adventure Club is now available here. So check it out. There's more good stuff there. And in the bottom right-hand side, there's a place where you can sign up for their newsletter. So if you aren't getting the North American Division newsletter, make sure you sign up. All right, I'm going to switch to Pathfinders, and we have updated the Pathfinder Bible. It has all the same cool features as the Adventure one, but just looking at it from a Pathfinder point of view. So the Pathfinder Pledge, Law and Song, and Investor Achievement requirements are all in the Bible. So here's, we've included an updated Pathfinder Club timeline that starts in 1920 and goes through last Oshkosh. We pulled out some cool new, or not new, but cool pictures that will be new to the kids that show some of the things that have happened in Pathfinder history. So there you'll see we have the flag, the explanation of the flag, and of course the maps. And when I was talking to the publisher about this, I said, you know, one of the things I can remember when I was this age, 9, 10, 11, is I spent an inordinate amount of time in the map section of my Bible. If the preacher would be talking and would name a name of a city, I would go to the map to see if I could figure out where it was. So I'm really excited that that's there. So we also have new honors for Pathfinders. So biosafety is an honor that was just released actually a few months ago. We have street art, and I saw that on the app. And here we go. Again, we're going to have these both in English and in Spanish. Poetry and songwriting, praise and worship, tile laying, and we have mosaic tile coming, but it's we're stuck on the patch. So as soon as we have the perfect patch, you can start it, but we don't have the patch yet. And as I said, these are available in Spanish. If you want to know where to get honors and awards on the AdventSource website, and again, I love the app, but if you want a printed PDF copy, you can just go to AdventSource, go and search for the honor that you're looking for or the award that you're looking for, and under samples, we'll have the requirements in English and Spanish, and then we also have worksheets in English and Spanish. So the worksheets is something that's new. We used to have those in a big old binder, and then we moved them to a USB drive. Now they're all available just for free download on the website. And again, I'm going to just talk about our Pathfinder Club page. If you come to AdventSource, click on Pathfinder Store and then Pathfinder Club, all of our materials are there. We do have some limited edition 70th anniversary. This is the 70th anniversary of Pathfinder Club Ministries. And so we've got a couple of cool pins that the General Conference just released last month. And we have a pin and a patch that AdventSource released at the beginning of this year. And of course, everything else. One of the things that I didn't add a section on master guides, but a number of conferences over the years have developed a booklet for people who are working their way through the master guide rather than just having the little card that you check off. You have a booklet where you actually do the work. And so we have that available now. It's about a 90-page booklet. If you're working on your master guide and want to have something like that, it's available as a print copy, or from the same place as you get the print copy, just go down and it's available as a free download. It's available as a free download as something that you can print off, or we have a free download there where it's a fillable PDF, so you can just save it on your computer and you can do your journaling and fill out everything and just save it, and you won't have to use any paper at all. So again, I want to give you a quick view of what was Pathfinders Online. If you go to pathfindersonline.org, this is where you're going to end up now. And there's a promotional video there, which some of you may have already seen. Again, the honors, uniform, pledge and law, song, everything is there. And you can sign up for the North American Division newsletter. So here's the North American Division Club Ministries. So you'll see all the ministries are there. So I'd encourage you just to bookmark clubministries.org. This is where they'll have the latest news. Whenever anything new comes, if you signed up for the newsletter, they'll push it out to you, so you don't have to keep coming here. But if you want to come here, you can link to all three of the club ministries. They're taking you to the Oshkosh. AdventSource is there. So that's what I have for club ministries. And I'd be happy to answer any questions about resources or about AdventSource.
All right, I did have one question that came up in the chat, and if you have any other questions, go ahead and type those in for me now. The first one is, what is the link for the master guide download, the one you were talking about?
If you go to AdventSource and type in master guide portfolio, or probably just portfolio, the print version will show up there, and then right below it, there's a free samples download.
All right, thank you.
Yep, that's brand new. I actually just put the fillable PDF up there earlier this week.
All right, thank you. I don't have any other questions that came up in the chat box, so I think. Great. I think you did. That was awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. So let me just say that let me tell you all a little bit about AdventSource, just so you know. So AdventSource is now part of the North American Division, and people say, "What? Weren't you always part of the North American Division?" Well, no, we weren't. Actually, AdventSource predates the North American Division. We were started to serve the North American Division, but by the General Conference before the North American Division was even voted into it being its own separate division. And so we've been through a long journey. We've always been part of the church, but now we are part of the North American Division, and our mandate, we have a separate board, but our mandate is to resource adventure, Pathfinder clubs, and other ministries here in the North American Division. So we're here to serve you guys. So if there's anything we can do, I mean, think of our team as an extension of your staff. When you call AdventSource or email AdventSource, if I just describe my staff, I have 2 people that are area coordinators. Both have been directors of clubs. I have a person right now who's a director of a club, another one that's been on staff. So these are people who are outside of when they work here, are actively involved in Pathfinder and Adventure Club ministry. I have one of them has been working here for more than 20 years, so have a lot of history as far as what's been happening with the ministry. And so if you have a question, particularly if it's about resources, whether it's uniforms, what do people do, what's coming up, please feel free to give us a call, send us an email, service@adventsource.org, and we'll be happy to help you however we can.
So a couple questions kind of regarding that did come up. So someone asked, is the old style metal master guide slide available again? He says the one available last year had a different shape and was like a barrel type shape.
So the old style master guide one is not available yet.
Okay.
So we went through sort of an interesting time. One of the things that happens with Advent Sources, because we serve the North American division, that means we provide the items that the North American division votes. And if they don't vote it, or if they won't vote it, we won't do it. And so a number of years ago, the committee sort of clamped down on things. And they said, you're going to provide the cloth slide. Well, we've stepped back from that now. So we're working at, if you look at Master Guide material, we're looking at some additional, not only Master Guide, but staff. You know, for a while there, we weren't offering staff belt and buckles, the leather belt and buckles with the logo on the front. And that was because the committee asked us, please don't, please just do the web style. So, but keep checking with us on the Master Guide slide.
Okay, next question. Will you ever sell any of the other honors from, for example, the South American division?
Oh yes, that is a question. Actually, I was going to chat the folks that are doing the app. So the South American division develops a lot of honors, but they don't develop a lot of honor patches. And that's actually true of a lot of the divisions. About 20 years ago, we said, well, we're going to just start stocking all of the honors that are popping up from other divisions. So I started contacting the divisions, and I would say out of the 5 or 6, 4 said, we don't have any patches. We have the honor, and we do the honor. And if we do it at Camp Ree, we do patches for that, but we don't stock patches. We don't have the people to do that. We don't have the money to do it. And we certainly, and please don't have people contact us. So we've really backed away from that. One of our biggest challenges right now is we have club directors who have completed the honors that are shown from other parts of the world, who expect that there will be a patch and call Advent Source. And their question is, why do they put it up there if there isn't any patch available? Well, there might have been a patch available, but it's just not available in North America. So at this point, we're only doing the patches that the General Conference brings in, or the North American division. So you saw like biosafety, that was the South American division honor, and it came to the General Conference, and now we're doing it. So I don't know, Audrey. I think right now the answer to that question is probably not. The South American division has about 250 honors that they have developed over the last few years, and many of them probably don't fit in the context of North America, so we probably won't be bringing them in. But I'd never say never.
All right, so last 2 questions, and I'm going to give them to you at once. The first one is there still a tariff on patches that's in place? And then who do we contact about submitting a new award or honor?
Yeah. Well, yes, there is we're still getting charged tariffs. And just to give you a little hint of what that means for us, and I just want to be transparent. I was just doing the budgeting with our treasurer, and we looked at an item and said, man, last year that was $25,000, or the year before was 25, and this year it was $150,000. That was tariffs. And that was just in one area. So yes, we're looking to change, but there's a lot of product, and what I don't want to do is there's not a lot of places who will do our patches on the felt background. They all want us to move to the cloth backing. I don't know, maybe with a new, a different or a different view in the relationship with China, that will change. Right now, we're getting them from an American company that's based in China. I don't see that changing, but we are talking with another producer. A challenge with patches, with anything stitch, is that almost all the big companies are doing it offshore. So you don't know what the next country is that's going to have a tariff.
And then the last one was, who do they contact about submitting a new award or honor?
If you want to do that, if you go to either the club ministry / adventure or Pathfinder, there is a link that'll take you there to say how do you submit, and it walks you through the exact process of what to do. And yes, so I will just tell you that the process with both of those is the committee meets in February. It's in February or March of each year. And there's a pretty prescriptive, this is what you need to turn in, and this is when you need to turn it in by. But if you have an honor or an award that you would like to submit, I know every year we have quite a stack of them to go through, and I'd love to. I'm one person that's on that committee, and it's really cool some of the ideas that people have, and I'd encourage you to submit it if you've got an idea that you think would be good. Actually, particularly good for younger Pathfinders. One of the things that we're finding is a lot of people are giving us honors that are that are level 3 honors, and not level 1 honors. So if you have an idea for those friend and companion and maybe explorer. So Esther had a question about new honors, or how many new honors. So Esther, there isn't a limit to the number of new honors, but I think 2 years ago we released 9 or 10. That's the most that we've done in quite a while. Usually it's 5 or 6, and they aren't really limited by the number, but it's limited by whether the committee sees that it's an honor that will fit well for the whole division, and that's gone through the process that you're required to test pilot it and get reviews from clubs who have done it, that have said what they liked or what they didn't like about it.
All right, I think that is the end of the questions. Do you have any last comment you'd like to make?
Nope, just great to be here. Thank you, and thanks for being innovative. I've enjoyed listening in on and watching what you guys are doing to innovate, and then seeing what you're doing to try to connect with kids virtually here. It's just great, and thanks for what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
It's a tough time. So I know our local club here has just been trying to figure out how to stay connected.
Well, thank you, Mr. Brad. We appreciate you being with us this weekend.